Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Have you ever had a vision so vivid, a dream so clear that it felt like it was just around the corner, but no matter how hard you try, it still feels out of reach? Like you're walking toward it, but the path seems longer than expected. Well, God leads you here for a crucial reason. You're hearing this because you're going to know why those visions in your heart as a chosen one are not just wishful thinking. They are divine whispers from God, and even though it may seem like they're taking forever to come to life, there's a reason for that. Stick around, because we'll explore why the timing might feel off, why delays aren't failures, and how to recognize when your vision is closer to becoming reality than you think. If you're not a chosen one, this message may not stick with you, but if you are, you'll know this message resonates deeply with your spirit and soul. The nature of visions, why they matter to the chosen ones. For many of us, visions can feel like a blend of hope and frustration. They show up when we least expect them, pulling us toward a higher purpose, yet we're often left wondering when they will come to life. As a chosen one, these visions are not just random thoughts. They are a glimpse into your destiny, a divine reminder of what you are meant to achieve. But here's the thing, just because you can see your vision clearly doesn't mean it's going to manifest right away. God often gives chosen ones visions because He knows they have the strength, perseverance, and faith to see them through. These visions serve as guideposts along your journey. They remind you of what's possible, of the greatness you're destined to step into. But sometimes, it feels like the journey between seeing the vision and living it is filled with obstacles, delays, and doubts. You wonder if it's all just in your imagination. Let me reassure you, my friend, those visions aren't just daydreams, they are placed in your heart for a reason. The challenges you face along the way are not signs that you've been forgotten. Rather, they are shaping you into the person who can handle the reality of those visions. God gives us visions to prepare us for what is to come, but the process of manifestation often takes time. Why delays aren't denials. One of the most frustrating aspects of having a vision is waiting for it to come to pass. You've done everything right, followed the steps, stayed faithful, but still, nothing seems to change. This is where many chosen ones start to lose hope. But let me remind you of something crucial. God's timing is not our timing, and that can be hard to accept, especially when the world around you tells you to rush, to hustle, and to make things happen now. But as a chosen one, you are operating on a different spiritual wavelength. Your path is governed by a higher power, and sometimes that means waiting longer than you'd like. The time you spend waiting isn't wasted. It's the period where God is working behind the scenes, aligning things for you in ways you can't yet see. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. The story of Joseph in the Bible is a great example. He goes through years of hardship, being sold into slavery, thrown into prison, and misunderstood by those around him. Yet through it all, he remained faithful to the vision God placed in his heart. And eventually, he rose to a position of incredible power. His vision didn't come to pass when he expected it, but in God's perfect timing, everything fell into place. This is the same for you. God is working things out behind the scenes, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Your job is to stay faithful, to trust the process, and to remember that the delays are not denials. They are preparation for something far greater than you can imagine. The role of doubt. Why it's a test, not a failure. Doubt is something every chosen one faces. It's almost inevitable that at some point you will question whether your vision is even possible. Maybe you've experienced a setback, or maybe the waiting has been so long that you begin to wonder, if you misunderstood your calling altogether. But doubt doesn't mean you've failed. In fact, it's often a sign that you're on the right track. Why? Because the closer you get to your breakthrough, the more resistance you'll face. Doubt is a natural part of the process. It's a test to see whether you're going to stay true to the vision or give up when things get tough. Here's the truth. If your vision was easy to accomplish, everyone would be doing it. But as a chosen one, you are called to do things that others can't. That means you will face challenges and doubts that others won't understand. But it also means that when your vision becomes reality, the impact will be far greater. Look at any successful person, and you will see they too faced moments of doubt. Yet they didn't let that doubt define them. Instead, they used it as fuel to keep going. They knew their vision was too important to give up on, even when things seemed impossible. Doubt is not your enemy, my friend. It's a mirror reflecting your deepest fears, but also your deepest desires. It shows you where your faith needs to grow and where you need to trust God more. So the next time you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself that it's just a part of the journey. The path is a crucial part of the process. There's an important truth that often gets overlooked when we talk about visions becoming reality. The journey matters just as much as the destination. When you envision something, it's easy to focus only on the end result. But as a chosen one, the path you walk to get there is just as crucial. Sometimes, the path doesn't look like what we imagined. You might be thinking, this doesn't feel like it's leading me to my vision at all. But what if that's exactly where you're supposed to be? What if the challenges, detours, and delays are God's way of preparing you for something better? God sees the bigger picture. He knows what you need to learn, what you need to experience, and who you need to become to fully step into the vision He's placed in your heart. If the path feels difficult or different from what you expected, trust that it's because God is shaping something greater for you. The shift from vision to reality. Signs you're close. Now, let's talk about the moment when your vision begins to shift from being just a dream in your heart to becoming a reality in your life. Often, this shift happens subtly, and if you're not paying attention, you might miss it. One of the first signs your vision is about to become reality is a sudden increase in challenges or opposition. This might seem counterintuitive, but it's a good sign. When you're close to your breakthrough, the enemy will try harder than ever to distract you, discourage you, and make you give up. It's like the final test before your vision comes to life. You might also notice opportunities or connections aligning with your vision. These might seem small at first, but they are stepping stones that will lead you closer to your goal. Pay attention to these signs because they are God's way of showing you that things are moving, even if it's not in the way you expected. Another sign is a shift in your internal world. You might feel peace or clarity about your vision that you didn't have before. Even though circumstances haven't changed, something inside you feels different. You just know things are about to shift. The reality of your vision is near. If you've been holding on to a vision that hasn't yet come to pass, know this. Your vision is about to become your reality. The waiting, the doubts, the challenges, they've all been part of the process to prepare you for this moment. You are on the verge of a breakthrough, and everything you've been working toward is about to come to life. God didn't give you that vision for nothing. He knew you were strong enough, faithful enough, and determined enough to see it through. So don't give up now. Keep holding on to that vision, keep trusting the process, and keep walking by faith. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.